What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Agrarian Skies. Alright, so a couple quick things to start off with. One of them is, you can see how much power we have. I mean, we've got about 5 full, one a little bit less. That one's not completely full, but then I have this one on there. That's one that I can just take off and use whenever I need some mobile power that I don't want to use a Tesseract for. Eventually I'm going to expand this setup to have more of these because within the first hour of having this thing running, I had to turn it off because we were too full. You can see we still have 87.5% full of fuel. It took 1 hour, and yeah, every single one of these was completely maxed out. Now it's been a little while since I turned it off, so 2 of them have gone completely empty, which is fine. We can leave it at that. I can't remember if I did that last episode. I think I actually did that in between this episode and last episode. I took out this entire setup. We do not need it at all. So now we have this farm here just farming ender pearls for our system. Also, you may notice this is bigger. I made it a 5x5x4. And I added 2 more pages of the 2 more pattern things. I forget what it's called. But I added 2 more of those, and then the rest are all added a CPU so that it can run faster, which it has helped a lot, that's for sure. And I just made a setup under here, another one for this farm to make sure it gets the seeds and stuff that it needs, and the ender pearls go straight into the system. Another thing you might notice is, I gotta go up here. I have worked on this. It actually didn't take me that long to do. I already had the clear glass ready, so and then I just used this cool nifty tool, which I will grab real quick. Actually, you know what? I have this thing now. I can just use this. It is called a builder's guide. It is actually quite cheap. Only takes glass and a torch, but it is really, really helpful. Because I did not know how to make a dome, and I really wanted one. This is the B area, by the way. It's not complete yet. It's still got a little bit more work to do. But here's the center. You can see it shows me exactly in like a transparent blocks here. It shows me exactly how to build a dome. And I can edit the size by right-clicking. So now it's a 7x8 by 6x8x9. Can expand this, expand that, bring it back. Make it a 9x9 by, let's see, hold on. 9x9 by, oh, I guess I shift-clicked. You can also do cylinder mode, cube, so it shows you how to make a cube, and then dome, triangle. See, it's a pretty interesting triangle. That's because it's like kind of a 9x9, so you can change that to make it like a 10x10. That looks more like a triangle. Then there's pentagon and hexagon and octagon and sphere. So you can't really see it from right here, but the sphere mode shows you the bottom as well, so it's an entire sphere instead of just a dome. And I think that's the last mode. Yep, that's the last mode. So it's really nifty. I use that as a guide for this dome. And I like the way it turned out. Looks pretty cool. And it gives us a lot of space inside here for bees, because we're probably going to need a decent amount. There's a couple things I want to do still on this. So we won't be starting with bees today anyway, because we have something else to do. But before we get into that, we're going to do a couple quests. First things first, I'm going to quickly do a Hell's Kitchen quest. Just make a quick fish sandwich out of calamari that I got from killing squids. And then we can claim this one. Now we have to do this one, which is 1,000 leafy fish sandwiches. That will be fun. Okay, we can go ahead and Put that in there. Next quest, actually, we'll just do real quick, is the ice quest. So we'll just quickly get that. And a piece of ice. And I've already got this set up right here. For the hoarding. Iceberg. Select. Bound it to the QDS. And stacks of items, and there we go. So now we should see this going up. That it is at a pretty decent rate. Throw that back in there. I don't know if I want to let it sit here, so we have a ton of ice stored up still from this thing still just constantly going. So we can just leave that going for a little bit while we complete another quest. So many sticky pistons. Oh my gosh, this took a lot of redstone and a lot of iron and a lot of rubber. But it is 1,000 sticky pistons. And we can get that one done. Did that unlock anything else? It did not. That's cool because I don't want to do something like 10,000 sticky pistons. And this is about done. So we'll get ready for with the wrench. And there we go on that one. Claim that reward as well. And start to throw that back. And we got 2 epic reward bags. Awesome. Here we go. First one is... Ooh, silverwood and ore nodes. I like those. Those will help. Awesome. And... Fluxed Electrum Blend. Okay. I mean, that's useful for some stuff. Like runes and things. I think we can use these for different runes. Yeah. Rune of Augmented Capacity. Those are the ones I want. So that will be helpful. I'm really happy about the aura nodes, though. That's going to be really, really good. Alright. So the next thing we're going to do is I want to start on this one, which is 1,000 seared stone. And so the way I was thinking about doing that is to get 1,000 seared brick. Actually, we don't need this in our inventory. We just need 1. And we'll automatically set it up to make seared stone out of the smeltery. Because if we look at this, in a smeltery, it makes 144 millibuckets of seared stone, which is used to create 144 millibuckets to create 1 seared stone. So, are these set to anything? That one's set to glass. I don't want to do glass, really. I do only want 1 running, I think, though. Let's quickly do this. We don't need that guy. We're just gonna need this. Let's see what should we do? What should we do? Let's check this one real quick. Active without a signal. So this is not going to be active as long as this is like this. Okay. How do I want to do this? I need to get some molten... You know what? We can just have this one set to... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Have this one set to... that this one's whitelisted with molten glass, and so this one will be the only one going. The reason I only want 1 going is because I don't want them to fill up halfway and then not have a stone and be a little bit short. So now we just would like to get that. Perfect. Put that on there just to kind of make things nice and tidy. And that should be good. Should start getting seared stone. That one probably won't be done by the end of the episode. But I have 1,000 seared bricks, so that's just enough to get 1,000 seared stone, and that will go back into our system. Now, let me quickly check. Is that the last one we were going to do? I do believe it is. We're not going to do anything here or here. Nothing there. Did that one already. Nothing to go with the flow. Nothing in bragging rights. Okay, yep, that was it. Alright. So today, you can see I got some colorful stuff going on over here. That is because we are going to be expanding our system by a lot. I've made this on creative mode, tested it out, got it all working the way I want it, and I really like the design. But first things first, we need to take all this stuff out here. Let's see. Might make a bit of a mess. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, just a bit of a mess. Because the vacuum hopper doesn't have anywhere to send this. But that is okay because I can just use this fancy system. Okay, is that everything? Got some redstone. And the stuff in this guy. Okay. I would like to keep these. Okay, I did place blocks under them. I'm not entirely stupid. Okay, let's put the rest of this back. Now, I'd already made all the items, and I completely forgot that I could just tear this down and get some items back. So the only item we really need is this vacuum hopper. I've already got everything else ready. So we'll have some extra pulverizers and autonomous activators for other things in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and just grab all this, put it in our inventory. Like so. First thing we're going to do is purple, or magenta, I guess. These are all pulverizers. I did not mean to do that. It's okay, we can quickly grab one of these. And fix that. Okay, let's set all these pulverizers up. And we'll do the same on this side. Now you'll see exactly what we're going for here when it starts coming together more. Alright, so now we need igneous extruders, which are the yellow. Okay. And the lime green is item ducts. Okay. Oops, one extra. This one is over there. Like so. I'm gonna quickly check F7. Okay, so there's something here that needs to be lit. That's okay, once these blocks are gone, I think it will light up. Alright, and then we need... This one is a tesseract. And these ones were ones that I'd already used, so they're set up already with stuff. We don't want them to be set up with stuff, though. So disable. Okay. Alright, so now, with these tesseracts, we need to get energy to all these ones. Now this one's a little bit messy. I couldn't think of any way to do it other than putting energy right in the front here. Just because I needed to be able to put energy into all of these. And while having room for item ducts as well. Now back here is not going to be super messy because I'm just going to eventually cover this all up with covers. What was that one? Oh man, it was a white, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. So that's that. Now we need to put the item ducts all back here as well. Like so. And I'll quickly go over what I'm doing. You know what? These are kind of in the way. But this is basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make you sit through all the configuration of every single one. However, the top one is going to accept items from the top, output any extra items out the back, and the main item out the bottom. Now this one is going to accept items from the top, put them out the back, put the extra items at the back, and basically the same thing. And this one is going to be a little bit different. It is going to accept items from the front and put everything out the back. Okay? You also need an item duct right there. Okay. Now, I also have to set all these item ducts to be output, which I will also do off camera because that will be boring. These ones will all be input. And we want the igneous extruders to be like so. Output out the top. Same with this one. And we'll need to set these to output. Now these ones are going to be a little bit different. I'll do one over here. They are going to have energy. But the energy is going to be under, so that it's a little bit less annoying to look at. Okay, is that as far as it goes? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all we need. 5. Okay, so we need you back there. And energy will go here, 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 and there. And there. Okay. Now, that will energize all these guys eventually. And we're going to have them just set to be input from the top, all output in the back. And then there will be item ducts. Two, 3, 4, 5. And we'll set it, whoops, that's not an item duct. Set it up like, darn it. I'm going nuts here. The placement. Caught it. Nope. Give me that. Cool. Alright, that will be that. So all of those will output the back. And these guys will be the same as those ones over there. So I'm going to quickly set all these up in the configuration settings on the pulverizers and stuff. And then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now we got that part set up. I went ahead and configured all the pulverizers and stuff. And I also covered the backs here so they look kind of nice. The one problem I have is I can't make a cover of the stone slab, so I just went with the white in those areas. And it looks okay. Alright, so now we gotta make this guy right here. So, first things first. Let's take out some of this green, which is going to be, I have the sauce on my inventory. Let's quickly go put this over here. Do that. Alright. Item ducts. The green is item ducts. So I'm going to do that. As well as this. Okay. Now we'll do the blue. Actually take this all out just so we can have some room to work here. Alright, the blue is going to be the autonomous activators. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And do that so that we can get these pointing right. And 5. Okay. Is that the right spots for them to be? Is it only 4? I think it's only 4. Can't remember. Yes, it's only 4. Okay, I was wondering, it looked a little bit off. Okay, so it's 4 of those. Now we need these to connect the right way. We want them to connect to the ones, not those ones. I want to connect to these ones. How do we do that exactly? This question, I guess we'll have to take that off. Put it back on. Take this off. Is that looking good? Yep. And this one. Perfect. Alright, so that's gonna input the items. We need the sieves are next. There's those. Vacuum hopper right there. Set it up so that it outputs, nope, that way. And we'll need a pneumatic servo, which I don't think I have actually. Nope, looks like I forgot something. And this will be a tesseract, of course. We want this disabled. Okay. Didn't do anything, did it? No. I want this to be output, this to be input. And then we gotta configure these guys. Oh, that was weird. To accept items from the bottom. And we want round robin item use and right click. I don't know if there will be any redstone over here, but just to be safe, I guess we'll do this. Last 2. And there we go. Alright, so then we gotta duplicate this on this side as well. We're gonna have 2 of these things running. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I will be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, we got 2 of these guys up now. And so now what we have to do is, let's quickly set up this guy real quick. Both of these tesseracts on the end are going to be ME input. So we're going to receive energy. Now that should start energizing these guys. Yep. Alright, now we're going to send items. And that should be good. Basically that means that it's going to get energy from our system, our energy system with the reactor. And the way it's getting that is with our ME input system up there, which collects any items that go into the ME system and also sends out energy. So basically, we have this set up to get the energy, put it into all these pulverizers, and also to send items, which means these guys are going to be putting, the top ones will be grinding down cobble into gravel. These ones are going to be grinding down gravel into sand, and these ones will be grinding sand into dust. And so any items will, all the dust and any other items that we get from extra will go into the system through the Tesseract. And it's the same thing on this side, only it's only going to be doing gravel. So we're going to get all the gravel, and we're going to get all the dust, and we're going to send them to the system. So this one's going to send items, receive energy. Okay, ME input set. And that's going to power these guys up. Alright, and this guy we have to go set up at the top because he's a little bit special. Alright, so we need to go down here to our secret layer of wires. Quickly though, ME input is right up there. Nope, that's not it. Right here, there's ME input. Which basically you can see we're getting power from main power source right there into the ME input Tesseract, which means we can send power through it. And also this interface right here acts as an input to the ME system. Alright, so now what we're going to do on this line, we're not going to need power, so that's always nice. We are, you know what, we'll put it, where should we put this? Could put it here. No, we'll just keep going on the line. Alright, so we're not going to need power, but we are going to need an ME interface on the top. Let's actually disable this. Okay, we need ME input on the top. So basically anything that, any item that this Tesseract receives will go into the ME interface and then go into the input, or go into the ME system anyway. Then we're going to need an export bus. That is not facing the right way. Into that. And we don't want it to do ice. We want it to do gravel and dust. Then we're going to have this set to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to have it set to frequency 7. And we'll have this set to resource production. Okay, save frequency, set frequency. I want this to receive items and send items, so we want to do both. Now we should be able to go check downstairs and see that those are filling up with dust and gravel. I'll find out, you know what, let's quickly do this just so I don't have to look at that. Okay, so I have these set with pneumatic servos as well to only accept whitelisting dust for this side and gravel for this side. And let's see, alright, we have to set this one up. Disabled, set frequency, send and receive items. So that's filling up first. Alright. So it's probably going to do all gravel first once the gravel's good. Should see dust. Yep, there's dust. Now, once we see that we can keep up with all of these at once, that's when we're going to be happy. I also have these ones set up now so that they can output any items they get from this system into the Tesseract, and that's going to send that into the ME system. Okay, we're starting to do this one. Oh, I did not want to pick all that up. I gotta move back. Okay, we got more. Yep. So once these all build up, I think we'll be able to keep up with all of them. Let's see. These are producing now. Oh no, these aren't producing anything. We should have a good stockpile, but I don't think we have any more dust or gravel. So, we need one more thing. We need water buckets and we need lava buckets. Now I have the 4 lava buckets already. And I think my water bucket's over here. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Got some of those throwing off. I'll have to encase this in blocks. It appears, unless these can't keep up. Oh man. Might have to go for 2 vacuum hoppers. Alright, I thought I tested this though and it kept up just fine. It's a little bit interesting. Alright, before we do that though, let's go ahead and set these guys up to start going. Okay, gotta get 3 buckets of water. Go back down. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused on why these aren't able to keep up. Are these doing... Oh, maybe these aren't doing stacks. Stack size. It's doing stacks. Okay, well that's a little bit odd. I tested this and it kept up just fine. Let's see, what can we do to fix this? Probably gonna have to add another vacuum hopper. We'll have to see. I'm gonna get a couple more vacuum hoppers, try out a couple things, and I'll show you what I come up with in just a sec. Alright guys, so I had to change up the design a little bit. 4 sieves running with 3 autonomous activators each was just too fast for vacuum hoppers to deal with. So instead, we've changed it to the ME transition plane. And basically what this does, guys, is, let's take this, let's see, hold on. We have 314 stone slabs in the ME system. Now, any block that goes right in front of it, or any item that goes right in front of it, will go into the ME system. And you can see now we have 317. And I have the water pushing all items into it. It also destroys blocks, so you can't have a block in front of it, otherwise it will just destroy it and put it in the ME system. You can see I got the ME cable going down there. I think I'm gonna pretty this up by just putting like a ME crafting terminal or something, and then a ME crafting monitor as well on like one of each of these, just to make it so there's not a hole in the ground that you can't tell it that there is one anyway. So let's close this up. I have all the autonomous activators deactivated. They're all full. So let's go ahead and activate all these. And these ones as well. Okay. Oh. And this should be able to handle any number of items, because once it touches it, it just instantly goes into the ME system. So you can see that is working great. And our ME system, let's look at broken ores. You can see there's ores flashing and stuff like that. So it's quickly going into the system and quickly getting smelted in our smelteries. And that is going to like basically more than quadruple our production of each of these gravel and dust items that we get from the sieve. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Got that expanded because some of these quests that are coming up are going to require a lot of resources. And we needed a bigger setup to be able to keep up with the demand. I've also turned the... Wow, it's already almost filled up again. I turned this back on just a second ago and it's already almost filled all these to the max again. This thing is nuts. And we barely used any fuel at all. Alright guys, before we go real quick, just want to check our seared stone. Nearly to 1,000. So we'll be able to complete that quest next episode. And I'm going to finish this in between this episode and next, and so we'll be able to get bees started as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel to be notified when I upload more videos. See you guys next time.